Well, I'm Mark Peebles with Homesown.org. Really excited to be with Karen Wonders of Maple Tree Cancer Alliance. Karen, what do you guys do?
Well, at Maple Tree, we provide free exercise training, nutrition counseling, and emotional spiritual support to people who are battling cancer.
That's awesome. So where are you guys working?
We have 5 locations across the city of Dayton. So our central office is in the Life Enrichment Center.
Okay.
And we are also in Kettering Cancer Center, Soin Medical Center, Green Memorial Hospital, and Upper Valley Medical Center.
That is really cool. So you're the executive director. Mm-hmm. What's your vision for Maple Tree?
So our vision really, in my view, I would think that exercise should be part of the standard of care for people who are battling cancer. So nationally, only 5% of people are ever referred to a cancer rehabilitation program.
Okay.
Where in the in the hospitals where we work with 66% of their active patients.
Wow.
So we're definitely setting the national standard. And my goal is to take Maple Tree as far as God will allow, and touch as many people as we can.
So a couple months ago, when Karen and I first met, we were talking about churches and how you guys provide support to churches. So tell me about that.
Sure. Yeah, well, in this spring last year, my best friend was diagnosed with cancer while she was pregnant with her second child.
Wow.
And she had to undergo 2 rounds of chemo before she delivered her baby. And the baby's fine. The baby's born and doing well. But just through talking with her, she's my best friend. And so I saw cancer from a little bit of a different angle than what my patients see. Because I think sometimes they put on this mask, this front, and they don't necessarily share the heartaches and the pains and the struggles that they go through. And so my friend was telling me how alone she felt in her journey. And I asked her, are you involved in a church? And she said, no, I went a couple times, but I just felt like people were looking at me weird. And so I did a little bit of research into that. And in the city of Dayton, there's 69 evangelical Christian churches. Only one has an outreach for cancer survivors.
Wow.
And so I started talking to pastors and trying to determine why do we have this gap here when 1 in every 2 men and 2 out of every 3 women are diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime. What can we as the church do to support the patients and the people in our congregations who are battling cancer, and the people who are not in our congregations? How do we get them into church to show them the love of Christ? And a lot of the times the pastors were saying, well, I just don't know enough about cancer.
Right.
And I know I should do something, but I don't know what to do. And so we developed a church equipping program where we will go into churches. It's a 6-week program, and we will equip them, and we'll talk to them from a biblical perspective about some of the unique features of cancer. So looking at terminal illness with a biblical perspective, looking at suffering, remission, pediatric cancers, all those things from a biblical perspective, and trying to communicate, here's some tangible ways to love and support people with cancer. And then at the end,
awesome.
We'll give them a manual to start their own support group.
That's awesome. I absolutely love it. In essence, what Maple Tree is doing is bringing hope through Jesus to a lot of people who are absolutely in suffering and struggling through something. So I think this is a very powerful ministry. It's one that we're so glad to be partnered with. If you're going to be buying or selling a home this year, you can help support Maple Tree Cancer Alliance. And so to do that, you can click the link below, or you can go to homesown.org and you can find Maple Tree on our website, and you can sow into the awesome work that they're doing to really minister to these families who are going through the battle of cancer. And it is absolutely a family thing, that people are going through. So we love your ministry. We're so glad to be a part of it. And if you want to be a part of it, please log on and help support Maple Tree.